Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. It's well, it's the day after Christmas, man, the 26th, and y'all see I got Chucky on the dam up on the trailer, and I'm going over here to my aunt's house, and I'm going to do a little bit of brush cutting and all. Well, just of course I'm not charging her, so we're gonna just do some stuff that been needing to do over her property for a while. And I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I did. I'm about tired of sitting in the house though. You know, I know the last video, it was, you know, construed by a few of the people that just watched some of my videos, that I was, you know, talking bad about this guy and all that. Look, man, I mean, the channel is about what I go through out here. And if an ex-employee that left me high and dry texts me for money, I'm not creating drama. I'm just telling you what he did. How's that? You know, some of the guys were saying you just like to create drama. I'm not creating no drama. I'm minding my own business. Don't want no trouble. Minding my own business. Just chilling like a villain. You know, family time. Blah blah blah. And I start getting. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. And the guy that lives next door, he's kind of hard to deal with, and he's probably gonna be, you know, on high alert today when he sees my machine over here. Wait, you know, he don't even know that he probably don't even know I own a machine like this. May or may not, but when I pull up down here, he's gonna know, and he's gonna see how, and I'm gonna be walking in the woods and stuff too, you know, looking for the boundary pins. And I got the measurements and everything. I got a survey right here. So, y'all. So I'm over here at my aunt's, and like I said in the truck, I'm not charging her nothing, but these woods get really bad during the summer. Y'all see all this stuff right here growing into the cedar tree? We're gonna get all that out of there. I'm gonna get all that out of there. Y'all see I got the 75.3 with me. I got the, you know, the MTL Big Boy XC8 brush cutter. So we're gonna walk back here and see if we can find the back pin. Now, y'all see all the vines and stuff? So we're probably gonna get this whole tree right here. I'm gonna get that whole thing down. It's just a haven for the vines. And then I'll grind this stump down. I think I might be able to grind that big tree up, but the first thing I want to do is I want to, well, pull up some of the saplings and all. When you get back here, the woods are not quite as thick, but we're gonna get anything that's growing right up on the fence. I'm gonna get. Everything is me. Nobody, I don't have no help or nothing out here. I'm just spending time at my aunt's property. So let's see if we can walk back here to the corner and find the property line, the boundary. See, there's a lot of stuff on the ground. And see, this would be pretty good for a forestry mulcher, but you see all these saplings and all this little stuff? Yeah, I'm not, I mean, I'm gonna dig some of these things up. Now, no one has ever been in these woods that we know of. My aunt's owned this property for about 30 years, and no one has ever been in it with a cutter. So I know that from the corner of that building right there to the property line, I think there might be a little fence right there. It's about 40-something feet to the boundary. But see all this right in here, I'm gonna grind. See all the vines? They're at their weakest point right now. If I come in here with a cutter, then this is just gonna cut them off. I wanna come in here and strategically pull out some of this stuff, strategically make piles in good locations. So, yeah. And then we'll come in here with the cutter and just go back and forth over all these years and years of just leaves and stuff. But there's a fence right here. I'll probably I mean, that's a pretty big pine tree. My 201T, I didn't bring my big saw. My 201T will probably cut that, so we'll get that off the fence. See how the woods are just, it's just not healthy back here at all. The vines and all have made it just really bad. But so there's the pen right there, y'all. Y'all see it? I'm gonna paint it red so we can see it. I knew there was one back here. There had to be. Hard to get to it though. But yeah, should have brought the machine up in here. Yeah, so it's just an old red spray paint I got. So let's put a little paint on the pole here. But right here is the iron pin. And normally in Georgia, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but normally in Georgia, that's what marks the property boundary. So yeah, y'all see it. I needed to find that. I did not know that this post and all this was back here, but one of the reasons why I know there's an iron pin, because I know the surveyor that actually did the surveys on these properties, on this whole neighborhood. I used to work for an engineer, and when I saw the name of the surveyor that did the surveys, I knew that he would not leave a property like, you know, and not put iron stakes down. So if I walk that way 400 something feet, I'm going to run into the other one, because on the survey it's just like this, and it looks about right down there. See where my machine is? That's about right. So I wouldn't be surprised if I don't see some kind of marking on a tree or something to show the boundary. And I don't have to worry about it being too hardcore, because nobody's living in this house right here right now. So all this is going to be hers. Yeah, the boundary. I'm just trying to see if I see a boundary. It's a pretty good bit of work over here, man, when you really look at it. I just want to come in here and see if and pull some of these vines out, so when we do get back to the spring, I don't see any markings. Let me put a little paint on that. Wow, I don't see anything. Well, there's a lot of debris, man. Okay, y'all, so this is the wrong tool. I'm gonna have to get the brush cutter in here. There's just too many saplings and all. That's just what it is. So I'm gonna unhook the grapple, because I don't have enough room to move around. I'm gonna grind some of this stuff down, and then maybe I'll drag the floor of the woods after I thought I could pull some of the saplings up, but man, there's no space really to move around. Yeah. I did pull up the biggest vine that's been there for 20 years. It was big as my arm. I pulled it up, but I need the grinder in here, man. But that's just, you know, that's just the tale of the tape, man. You know, I ain't gonna keep doing what I'm doing right now. This is just, it's hell on the machine. So yeah. Okay, y'all, so this is proving to be a little bit more than I anticipated. It's pretty bad up in here. Now, a forestry mulcher would be a lot better tool over here. And I'm not trying to clear the woods. We're just trying to get all this little stuff. But a few things I noticed why, like all this right here, I come out better just cutting it down and pushing it over. Because see, when you grind everything up with this, with the grinder that I have, when you get a lot of debris, it doesn't look that great. Now it will in a year or two after the leaves fall again, but it's not going to look that great today. Some of this stuff just needs to be cut off, like, you know, like this right here. I just need to cut that off. There's a lot of work in here, man. One thing I noticed over here, and I didn't do it, there's a pine tree. I don't know if it will probably hit that. It will probably hit the house, man. I'm gonna have to get that thing down. But you see, like, I need to get all these saplings, man. I come out better just cutting these things off and then grabbing them with the grapple, taking them to the back, and then grinding the stump down with this. Because it makes such a, and there's so much stuff. My hydraulic lines are getting hung on everything. There's just so much debris in here. I'm gonna be over here tomorrow too, man. For sure. I didn't get over here till late today, so I'll probably just leave the machine here tonight. You'll see this pine tree right here. See, this pine tree has been leaning against that limb right there for probably a long time. And if that limb breaks, or the pine tree breaks, it might hit the house, man. I mean, yeah, I think it'd hit them gutters anyway. So we're gonna try to get this thing down. Of course, I need to have space around it. But you see, this cutter right here, it does good. Things can't be too thick, you know. Like, I come out better with, you know, with the grapple and just taking this stuff and just stashing it back there in the corner. But see, that requires a lot of on the ground work, because to get this with the grapple, you're going to have to cut it. See, and there's a bunch of woods back here, man. This fence right here, dude, I wouldn't be opposed to, and the fence is down where that tree went across it right there. Y'all see that? I wouldn't be opposed to just grabbing 4 or 5 grapple bucket loads and taking it into them woods over there. I mean, it's big farmland over there. Who cares? But all this wiry stuff is really is concerning to me because of my hydraulic lines. I mean, and there's no place, there's no space to really move around. I'm gonna try to set y'all up somewhere where I can get footage, but I don't really even know where to set y'all. I'm gonna set y'all over here somewhere, because I'm all over the place, man. And this will be a job for a forestry mulcher. I can do it with mine, and I'm not charging, so there's nothing, you know. But that tree right there, that pine tree right there is gonna have to get down. We're going to get that down. She got lucky that tree didn't hit her house. She did. It's rotten too. So, but in order for me to get that down, I need to clear out some of this stuff. And part of me just wants to put the grapple bucket back on and walk through here. I just want to walk through here with a freaking chainsaw and just cut some of this stuff to where if I cut this off, you know, like this high, then my grinder does good. It'll just grind the stump down. But see, when you have to deal with all the tops, it doesn't do that great. It makes a big mess is what it does. Yeah, and this is the first time this has ever been done in here, so I knew this was going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I didn't think it would be that bad, man. And here's the tree that I marked, so I mean, all this right here. And then you got, I mean, where the ground done built up, where a log done laid for years, and the water running down and then built up sediment behind it, and so now you got a lot of bump. It's bumpy as hell too. Biggest thing is I don't want to get no hydraulic line hung up. Yeah, I like just having a chainsaw and walk through here. Spend about 20 minutes with my 201T in my hand. I can do some damage. We're going to pick this pine tree up right here off that fence, and if the fence is damaged good enough, then I'll pick up some of this stuff. I can pick up some of this stuff off the ground and carry it over there without grinding it or anything, just straight like that. But I got to have the trails to be able to move through the woods, and I don't have that right now. So okay guys, so we got a problem right here. I did not notice this tree from the very beginning. I mentioned it to you guys on the last walkthrough here. This is looking so much better. I've decided not to put the grapple bucket back on, but we got a problem right here. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna think about what I'm doing, man. Right here, this is not something where the machine can just overcome it. And I don't know if you guys saw it or not. So this tree right here has been leaning into that tree, the pine tree right here, and it's pretty freaking tall, man. It looks like it might hit the house. It ain't. I mean, I don't want it to touch the house. So but I need to get it down for sure without breaking it. If it breaks, we got issues here, dude. Try to explain my thinking. So I got on the other side of it right there, and I reached up as high as I could without this cutter going and just pushed it. And what happened was the bottom moved. That ain't good. I need the top to move. I need the top to get past that limb up there that it's on, without the bottom moving. Now, so I thought, okay, I'll just grab a hold of it and back up. But then it looks like it feels like it wants to break. If it breaks, then I lose all control. I don't think that my machine, well, I know my machine could come on this side of it, right, and push it this way, this way, but the bottom's going to come off the ground if I do that. If the bottom's coming off the ground trying to push it I'll be honest, man, I'd rather fall on the machine than hit the house. Because it's a rotten tree. It's real light too. I don't really know, man. I'm gonna take a little breather here and just kind of look around and walk. It's looking a lot better. But you see how that this cutter just leaves a lot of big. It leaves pieces like this everywhere. You know, not like a forestry mulcher. Of course, if you can get the grinding teeth, the stump grinding teeth on the bottom of it to hit, you know, to go down the tree while the tree is still in the ground, then you'll get smaller pieces. But I'm just this tree's got to come down one way or another, and yeah. I don't even know what to really, I mean, I guess what I could do is get a rope. I need to tie the bottom off so I can push it this way, right? Because once it gets below that branch, it's going to break before it comes off that branch. It needs to really needs to go that way, because I'm going to probably break it trying to get it off that. And if I hook to it and I back up and it breaks, then I've lost control. And it's going to be real close to hitting the house, real close. And I don't know that my machine can back up fast enough if it don't break. If it breaks, then, well, it's according to where it breaks at. Yeah, it started raining, so I'm going to come back tomorrow. Because, well, there's a little bit more over here going on than what I thought. And if I got to come back tomorrow anyway, then my main thing is to get this tree on the ground and get some of this big stuff, the big trees up, and then I'm going to dip. Go figure, I don't have all the chains with me. They're in the freaking shop, man. Ridiculous. So, yeah. Yeah, that. It's the stupidest thing ever, man. Might set y'all way away though. Probably somewhere where I'm not, where the tree ain't gonna go. So basically what I'm gonna do is I've got this chain right here. I'm gonna wrap it around it and lift up and go backwards. Okay, y'all. So that's the end of day one. I'm not gonna do any more over here today. It's 3 o'clock, and I got a late start too, but we're getting there. I'm getting there. This is kind of what I was thinking. And I'm not done. The fence, there's 2 or 3 trees that fell across that old wiry fence in the back there, and that's big farmland. I'm just going to put, and you can look down on the back side of this fence right here, up there, where everybody on the whole street right here has been throwing their stuff over that fence. So I'm just gonna, this pile of stuff right here, I'm gonna spread it around, grind it down with the grinder tomorrow, and then I'm gonna put it over the fence. But see, I can go through the fence, so I can actually go up into the woods. We're trying to save this cedar tree. I don't know. It's pretty bad. It just got choked out by the vines. But yeah, but y'all see, I'm gonna leave the grinder over here, and then tomorrow, see, I'll be back, and tomorrow everything will move a lot faster. First thing I'm gonna do is the birds love this stuff too. They do. They're everywhere now. Tomorrow I'll probably spend about the same amount of time over here, and this is how I spend my off time, man. You know, one day this property's probably gonna be left to me, and hey, one day, you know, I may own this property. So this looks pretty good, and I may take out a few more trees. I want to make it where I can push, and I'm not even opposed to making it where I can bring one of my old lawnmowers over here. Yeah, that's what I want to do. The woods were way too dense in order for anything to really be healthy. So yeah, I got that sketchy tree down. That was ugly. That was an hour right there. But you can see it's just, you know, just a mess everywhere. So I'm gonna grab my pole saw, and the only thing I know to really do, you know, I'm gonna clean some of this stuff up tomorrow, but I'm not charging, so it doesn't have to be as if I were charging. It's gonna be pretty damn close though. I mean, if I had a good guy to come out here and work, I'd give him $100 to come out here and help me for 3 or 4 hours. But y'all know how that goes. This saw right here is a good saw to have. So yeah, man, it looks so much better. She couldn't believe it, and I'm not done. She has no idea I'm not done. So all right, y'all, so pretty good day. I feel pretty good about everything. I got, like I was showing y'all, there's quite a bit to do still for it to, I mean, I could stop right now and it's better than what it was. Yeah, I feel pretty good about everything over there. It looks really good, man. Really good. So yeah, but that's, you know, I expect it to. It should. It better. I mean, I've been over there with a $80,000 machine all day. Well, since 10, it's 3, 4, 5 hours. I think. But tomorrow I'll probably come a little bit earlier and leave a little bit earlier. I'm running a little bit behind today. So yeah. But I'm glad I saw that leaning pine tree. That would have been pretty ugly. If I hadn't been over there today, that thing might have, next storm, it might have fell down. Yeah, I don't know what kind of footage I got though. You never know until you actually get home and get the computer. See, but I'm tired. But I'll do it. But it's a lot, man. Imagine me spending 2.5 hours going through the footage. All right, y'all, I'll kick it.